Greetings, everyone. I'm excited to share a remarkable tale with you today. This isn't just for practicing your listening skills, it's meant to motivate you. The story, titled Everything Has a Price, will demonstrate how dedication and effort can transform lives. In a quiet little village nestled among towering mountains lived a young man named Leo, aged 20. Leo had grand ambitions. He dreamed of owning a network of eateries and becoming a thriving business owner. However, life was far from simple for him. Leo's family faced financial hardships. His father, Mark, worked as a car repairman, while his mother, Claire, cleaned homes to help support the family. Leo's younger sister, Sophie, only 10, saw him as her role model. One chilly night, Leo sat outside their modest home, gazing at the stars. He murmured to himself, "I want to provide a better future for my family. But where do I begin when we're barely getting by?" The following day, Leo confided his aspirations to his father. Mark let out a sigh and said, "Leo, dreams come with a cost. If you want something, you must strive for it. Start small, with whatever you have." Leo reflected deeply on his father's advice. Suddenly, an idea sparked. He noticed that people in his village loved fresh bread but had to travel far to buy it. He decided to sell bread right in his community. The challenge? Leo had no money to purchase the bread. Undeterred, he took a bold step and approached the bakery owner, Mr. Anderson. Leo trekked miles to meet Mr. Anderson, a stern old man who rarely trusted anyone. With determination, Leo said, "Mr. Anderson, I'd like to sell your bread in my village, but I can't pay for it up front. Can you trust me for a week? I'll sell the bread, repay you, and keep a small share." Mr. Anderson raised an eyebrow and asked, "Why should I believe in you, kid?" Leo responded confidently, "Because I'm committed, and I'll work tirelessly to earn your trust." After a long silence, Mr. Anderson agreed, "Fine. I'll give you bread for 1 week. If you don't pay me back, don't show your face here again." Leo was overjoyed. The next morning, he hauled the bread to his village and set up a small stall by the park. He greeted everyone with enthusiasm and a warm smile, calling out, "Freshly baked bread, warm and tasty." At first, people were skeptical, unsure about the bread's quality. But Leo offered free samples, and soon he made his first sale. By day's end, he had sold every loaf and earned a modest profit. That evening, he returned to Mr. Anderson, paid him back, and the old man nodded, saying, "You kept your promise. Come back tomorrow." From then on, Leo worked relentlessly. He woke at 4 a.m., walked to the bakery, carried bread back, and sold it with enthusiasm. After 2 months, he saved enough to buy a small cart, making it easier to transport more bread. One day, a customer suggested, "Leo, why not bake your own bread? You're great at selling, but baking could increase your earnings." The idea thrilled Leo but also intimidated him. He had never baked before. This was when he realized that nothing comes easy, not success, not skills, not progress. To succeed, I must take risks and learn, he thought. Leo couldn't stop thinking about baking his own bread. It would free him from depending on Mr. Anderson and boost his profits. But the hurdle? He had no baking experience. Leo decided to seek Mr. Anderson's guidance. After delivering his payment the next morning, he asked, "Mr. Anderson, will you teach me to bake?" The old man frowned. "Why would I? If you bake, you won't buy my bread anymore. That's bad for me." Leo looked at him earnestly and said, "You're right, but I'll always honor the person who gave me my first opportunity." If I succeed, I'll find ways to support your bakery too. After a moment's thought, Mr. Anderson said, "Okay, but baking is tough. It demands time, patience, and effort. If you're ready, I'll show you." The lessons started the next morning. Leo arrived at the bakery at 3 a.m. before dawn. Mr. Anderson taught him how to mix ingredients, knead dough, and bake it just right. At first, Leo struggled. His hands ached from kneading, and his bread was either too tough or too doughy. One day, after ruining another batch, Leo felt defeated and thought, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I should quit. But his father's words echoed, dreams come with a cost. He realized every mistake was a lesson. Quitting wasn't an option. The next day, Leo returned with renewed resolve, carefully practicing each step. Gradually, his bread improved. After 2 weeks, Mr. Anderson handed him a loaf and said, "This is perfect, Leo. You're ready." Leo was ecstatic. He rented a small oven and started baking at home. His family was amazed by his dedication. Sophie helped pack the bread, and Claire brewed tea for him during late-night work. Soon, Leo expanded beyond bread, adding cookies and pastries. The villagers loved his creations, saying, "Leo's baked goods are better than anything we've tasted." But success wasn't smooth. A new bakery opened in town, owned by a young man named Eric. His shop was large, with vibrant signs and decor. Curious villagers started buying from him, and Leo's sales dipped. Leo felt anxious. What if he lost everything he'd worked for? Instead of giving in to fear, he chose to adapt. He asked his customers, "What do you like about Eric's bakery? How can I improve?" Some said, "Eric's place looks neat and attractive." Others mentioned, "His cakes are beautifully decorated." Leo saw he needed to grow as a businessman, not just a baker. Using his savings, he painted his cart, added colorful decorations, and offered free samples of new pastries. He even learned cake decorating by watching tutorials at the library. Slowly, customers returned. One evening, an elderly woman approached Leo and said, "I've seen many give up when things get tough, but you didn't. That's why we trust you." Her words filled Leo with pride. Months later, Leo's business flourished. He saved enough to rent a small shop, not as grand as Eric's but cozy and inviting. He named it Leo's Homemade Treats. Every morning, he rose before dawn, baked fresh goods, and opened his shop with a smile. His family pitched in, Sophie, now 11, chatted with customers, and Claire handled the finances. But Leo knew his journey wasn't over. He aimed to reach more people, make his family proud, and prove that hard work makes anything possible. Leo's bakery became the village's heart. People adored his fresh bread, cakes, and pastries. His family beamed with pride. But life had more challenges in store. One stormy night, as Leo closed his shop, he spotted smoke rising from the bakery. Rushing inside, he found a small fire near the oven. He quickly doused it with water, but much of his equipment was ruined. The next day, when the villagers learned of the fire, they visited Leo. Some worried, "What will Leo do now?" Others murmured, "This might be the end for him." Leo was devastated but not broken. Standing outside his shop, he declared, "This is just a setback. I've overcome obstacles before, and I'll overcome this too. I won't give up." Taking a deep breath, he made a plan. His savings weren't enough to replace the equipment, and fear crept in briefly. But Leo recalled his journey, starting with nothing but a dream and hard work. Instead of worrying, he sought advice. He visited Mr. Anderson, now retired, and asked, "Sir, what would you do in my place?" Mr. Anderson smiled and said, "Leo, you already know. You've learned that everything has a price. Work harder, believe in yourself, and others will believe in you too." Inspired, Leo decided to rebuild. He didn't wait for a savior. Using his remaining equipment, he baked at home again, telling customers, "I won't let you down. I'll keep serving you, even if it's just a little for now." The villagers admired his resilience. Many stepped up, some donated ingredients, others gave small sums, and a few helped clean and repair the bakery. Leo realized something profound: when you work hard and persevere, people notice. They want to support someone who strives. After months of effort, Leo reopened his bakery, better than before. He painted the walls, added new decor, and introduced items like cupcakes and muffins. His customers were thrilled. At the grand reopening, the village mayor said, "Leo, you're a true role model. You've shown us that with determination, anything is achievable." Addressing the crowd, Leo said, "Thank you all. You've taught me that nothing in life comes free, not success, not respect, not love. Everything is earned through effort, patience, and persistence. Don't let setbacks stop you. Every challenge is a step towards something greater." From that day, Leo's bakery became more than a place to buy bread, it became a beacon of hope. Visitors from nearby towns came to meet the young man who never quit. Leo's story teaches us: dreams require effort and sacrifice. Failure is a chance to learn and grow. Help yourself first, and others will support you when they see your effort. Never give up, the toughest moments often come just before success. Leo didn't just create a bakery, he built a life of purpose, respect, and pride. So can you. Chase your dreams relentlessly. Remember, everything has